Why do I need an ERP? I'm managing fine without one. Most companies in initial stages do not need an ERP solution. Usually the business owner is playing the multiple roles of sales, marketing, finance, and operations. Once the company reaches a certain size, they don't realize that prospects are being lost and clients are becoming disgruntled. Sometimes it is due to inefficient communications, other times it is due to overpromising. Too much dependence on people rather than on processes can cause problems too, as people tend to move on at some point. Here are some benefits of an ERP which will help you deciding the vital question. Why do I need an ERP? True? This is the single biggest reason. Most communication and documentation in your company is scattered. Some of it is in Excel sheets, some in printed sheets, some in Word documents, some in emails, and a lot of it is in just someone's head. Documents, drawings, models all get revised over time. If there is no central place to upload or access them, there are many versions of the same truth and can have major implications. An ERP ensures there is a single version of data accessible to everyone and massively reduces the risk. Process-driven versus people-driven. People are a company's most important resources. But people have their own life to lead and aspirations and goals. People move on. Companies have to survive and thrive after even the most irreplaceable people leave. That is only possible when the company puts its full trust in its process. When new people come in, it is easier to train them on clearly documented processes. An ERP ensures processes are created and adhered to by all people, making life simpler. Data on demand. Is all your data stuck in papers and folders and storage racks? Data is only useful if it is available when needed. How many times have you had to ask your accountant to share the monthly or quarterly numbers? Do you have to call back to your office if you need some information to make a decision? There has to be a simpler way of seeing data without asking all the time, right? An ERP ensures that people can have fine-grained access to data they need. Nothing more, nothing less. KPIs to drive the business. The days of whiteboards and markers for performances are long gone. Key performance indicators, KPIs, are the metrics which tells a company if it's making progress. It could be your sales numbers, outstanding receivables, customer satisfaction matrix, or inventory carrying costs. Typically, these numbers are consolidated by complicated formulas and evaluated with data from multiple sources. An ERP can provide a KPI dashboard for department heads and management to aid planning, forecasting, and decision making. Paper is not scalable. It's self-evident that the sheer number of paper that gets printed in a small or medium business is not scalable infinitely. Sure, some documents need to be printed to submit to government offices or for statutory reasons. But most of the world now accepts and deals in electronic versions. An ERP can help you along the path to attain a paperless or at least less paper business environment. Accountability and transparency. As an organization grows bigger, it's easy to know whom to praise or whom to thank when things are going good. But when something goes wrong, whom do you hold accountable? Either due to mistakes or malice, sometimes documents within an organization are modified or deleted or lost. This creates an environment of opaqueness and shrinking of responsibility. Since there is no track of who did what and when, it is difficult to demand accountability. An ERP maintains audit trails to enforce accountability and create transparency in system. So yeah, maybe you're managing well without an ERP, but with one, you will do even better.